Welcome to the Candle Business Coach Podcast, a show about the craft of candle making and small business. I'm your host, Kirsty Allen, and I'm a candle maker, mum of three, and kindness advocator. Join me as I dive into all things candles and small business and deliver advice and tips to you in episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Are you on the list to get my daily motivation emails? Every day I'll send you a message that is designed to help keep you focused on taking action toward your goals. Sign up using the link in the show notes. This episode is brought to you by my free ebook, The Candle Business Marketing Kickstarter Kit. Inside this free ebook, you'll learn to identify your blocks of time to dedicate to your candle business. Plus, there are several tips and tricks for re-engaging past customers and attracting new customers into your business so you can grow your business and reach your goals. Check out the link in the show notes for your copy. Welcome back to the podcast, my friend. I hope you are having a beautiful day so far and looking forward to another episode of the Candle Business Coach podcast. So today's episode is an important one because customers are the lifeblood of any business. And when you have a candle business or a product-based business, you need to make sure that you're maintaining and building customer loyalty. So as per today's episode title, we're going to be talking about how to build and maintain customer loyalty. So customer loyalty is vital to the growth and longevity of your business. And did you know that it can be harder to find new customers than to keep existing customers happy and returning? So what that means is if you're able to build and maintain customer loyalty with your customers, that means that you'll have a higher chance of more repeat customers and repeat purchases. So let's have a think about what customer service experiences you've had yourself. Think of when you've had some really great customer service and when you've had some not great customer service and how you felt about that experience and what you thought of the brand moving forward. My bet is if you've had a bad customer service experience with a business or a company, even if it was one employee that you dealt with and it was a negative experience, chances are you won't be going back to that business and you'll be taking your business or your purchases elsewhere. So keeping that in mind, it's important to maintain the best customer service that we can provide our customers and do that consistently across the life of our business. So just to make it clear, customer loyalty is achieved when customers purchase your products repeatedly, enthusiastically, and without considering your competition before making their purchase. It's typically the result of offering a fantastic product combined with authentic branding, personalized marketing, and as I said before, excellent customer service. But why is it so important? Why is it important to have great customer service and improve our relationship with our customers? As I said before, loyal customers are one of the most valuable assets of any business. They provide a stable revenue stream, ongoing referrals, and they also can provide strong social proof, and that is the lifeblood of any successful company. It's incredibly essential that customer loyalty is maintained for both online and offline candle businesses. So whether you run your business through a website or an Etsy shop or you sell in person at market stalls, it's important to maintain that customer loyalty at all times. So let's have a look at how to actually build customer loyalty. I'll be talking through 7 different strategies that you can utilize in your business to help build up that relationship between you and your customer. So strategy number 1 is communicate your values. Now, this might seem a little bit outside the box when it comes to building customer loyalty, but before you can actually increase customer loyalty, you need to first understand what aspects of your brand are worthy of your customers' loyalty. Now, what I mean by this is I want you to sit down and come up with a marketing strategy that outlines what makes your brand stand out, what your purpose is, and how your values align with your customers' core beliefs. Specifically, your marketing efforts should focus on those brand attributes that are unique to your brand and how you can stand out from your competitors. You may know that many people or many customers buy based on their beliefs. So if you have a business that sells vegan candles, for example, or your ethos is focused on providing eco-friendly products and packaging, make sure you're mentioning that to your customers and providing information about how and why those factors are different compared to your competitors. Your brand values should be your guiding light, and you need to be firm in your beliefs and communicate them authentically at all times. Strategy number 2 is provide exceptional customer service. Okay, so this one goes without saying, as we've mentioned earlier, but for new and existing customers, you want to provide the best possible experience. You want your customers' experience to include everything about the way your customers interact with you, from the moment they first land on your website or meet you in person to when they place an order or contact you if they have an issue with their order or the product. People have very high expectations, particularly when it comes to customer service, and some research shows that around 90% of people believe a quick response to an initial inquiry is important when they decide who to purchase from, and nearly half of everyone, according to another study, says that they would switch to a competing brand if they had just one bad service experience. So it's hard not to see why an emphasis on customer service is so important in building brand loyalty. Strategy number 3 is support your customers or your loyal advocates to help spread the word. So once you understand what your values are, and that's an important thing to know whether you're running a business or just living life, it's important to know and understand what your values are, what your morals are, what's in alignment with you and what's important to you, so that you can then translate that to your fans or your customers. Your customers, your loyal customers, are the most supportive supporters of your brand and its values. These people are the ones that are your ride or die customers, the ones that mention you on Twitter, who tag you in their Instagram stories and tell their friends just how much they like your products. Now, it's likely that when you start your business, you'll have a smaller group of highly satisfied customers. But as your business begins to grow, it's essential that you understand who is connecting to your brand and the reasons why. It's your job to find those customers and learn as much as you can about them so you can find others who fit the same profile. These people will become your brand ambassadors out in the world. These are the ones that will rave about your business and your products when their friends come over and smell your products and candles in their home. You should engage with your loyal customers often, and you might even want to surprise an existing customer with special gifts to thank them for their loyalty. This is known as surprise and delight, and it can help increase retention and cultivate customer loyalty. So what I mean by that is if you have a customer that regularly purchases from you, or you might want to just have this strategy in place, that every second or third order that they place, you can give them a gift or an extra product or a sample in their order just to say thank you. And that's in addition to writing that handwritten note saying, thank you for your order. We appreciate your business and your loyalty. Speaking of loyalty, this leads me into strategy number 4, which is to show your appreciation with a loyalty program. So to build customer loyalty, it helps to incentivize repeat purchases with special offers, discounts, or perks. You might even consider creating your own customer loyalty program. And there are a few ways that you can do that, whether it's based on a point system or how much money they've spent in your business, or it could be the number of orders that they place with you. By giving your customers some kind of reward, you make them feel good about purchasing and then motivate them to keep coming back. Loyalty programs like these can help your customers feel valued and appreciated, whilst also providing valuable customer data that you could use to improve your customer experience. It's definitely a win-win situation. Strategy number 5 is to connect in a deeper way. So you can continue to grow your relationship with your customers by giving your loyalists a place to connect with your brand and with each other and creating that community. So you can do that in a few different ways. One of the ones I suggest is to create a Facebook group. That way you can invite your customers to join the group and they can share tips and tricks on how to use your products. And then you can then nurture the relationship and the conversation by providing additional resources and support as well. This type of group can serve a valuable purpose of engaging your customers, and they can also be a tool to help collect feedback and product suggestions from some of your most loyal customers and brand ambassadors. Strategy number 6 is to ask for feedback. So if you're looking for ways to build customer loyalty, you should be asking your customers for feedback every chance you get. You can do this via a survey, a customer satisfaction survey, because they're commonly used following a support interaction, and they give you an indication of how happy your customers are with the help that they received or the products that they've purchased. However, beyond surveys, you can also look at social media activity or analyze online reviews. Now, no one likes to get negative reviews, myself included, but negative reviews can actually help you because they pinpoint the exact areas that need improvement, whether it's to do with your product or your customer service delivery. Taking customer feedback seriously shows that customers and potential customers that you care about them and are committed to providing a great experience for them. This can help increase satisfaction and build loyalty as well. Strategy number 7 is to continually improve your customer experience. To drive customer loyalty, make this a continuous process of evolution and improvement. The world is constantly changing, so you should be checking in with your brand identity and values regularly to make sure you're still living in alignment and operating your business in alignment with your values and your morals. However, as new people join your community and your business and become loyal customers, you might want to refresh your messaging or develop communication strategies for the growing audience. You should always have a finger on the pulse of your customer experience, which means talking to your customers and asking for their feedback frequently. You want to pay close attention to customer complaints because those are warning signs that something's not quite right and needs improvement. Customers' behavior can change seemingly overnight, and you want to be ready to pivot and meet them where they are, wherever that might be in the months and years to follow. Building customer loyalty is really about building relationships. And as with any relationship, it takes time and effort to establish trust and an ongoing investment to keep the relationship going. Loyalty and retention can't be bought, they have to be earned. So to improve customer loyalty, look to your customer experience and do everything that you can, everything in your power to make your customers' lives easier and hopefully more enjoyable. And there we go, my friend. I hope that has given you some tips and some ideas on how to build and maintain customer loyalty with your candle business. I know that for myself, that customer service has always been one of the biggest driving factors with my business, both in my candle business and now in my coaching business, because it's about serving others and about helping others in ways that are beneficial to them and can make their lives more enjoyable. Now, you might be thinking, but I sell candles, I sell wax melts, I sell reed diffusers and room sprays and car diffusers and bath and body products and whatever else that might be in your range. And you might be thinking, how can I improve my customer service if I'm just selling these products? Well, first of all, switch your thinking. Your business is more important than you know, and that you are more important than you realize. And the impact that you can have with your products is actually quite huge. Just think, you could sell a candle to someone. They pop it in their home, they light it, and they use it as a way to relax and de-stress. You could sell a room spray where someone can refresh their home and makes them feel more connected and more content in their own space. The products that we're making and the products that we're selling to our customers do have an impact. And I want you to know that by building that customer loyalty, then it's a mutually beneficial situation for both you and the customer. So with all that said, I hope this episode has been enjoyable for you and has given you some tips and ideas on how to make sure your customer loyalty is prioritized in your business. But I also wanted to mention, as I usually do, I mention something extra at the end of the recording, at the end of the episode, about something new and exciting and different. So if you follow me on social media, on Instagram at Candle Business Coach, or you follow my Facebook page, or if you're on my email list, or if you just listen to the podcast, I wanted to say, first of all, a huge thank you for being a part of my world, the Candle Business Coach world. I had a moment before where I was having a little bit of doubt as to whether this path is the right one for me. And I think we all have those moments at times where we question whether what we're doing is the right thing for us and whether we'll find the most purpose on the path that we're taking. And so I had a moment before and I thought, I wonder if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I had a beautiful message come in from a friend, and she listened to one of the previous episodes. So hello, Tara, if you're listening to this. And she mentioned that my previous podcast episode, the one where I read out some of my Instagram posts, was really helpful and impactful for her. And so I find it just so reassuring that when we are in those moments of doubt, if we take the focus off ourselves and focus on how we can help others and the impact that we can have and the ripple effect that we can have, that can be something that is more powerful than we realize. So with all that said, I wanted to let you know about something new that I've brought into the Candle Business Coach world, and that is a new Facebook group. I've called the new group Candle Business Hub, and I want it to be a way for us to be able to connect in a more tangible way. So I love this podcast. I love it so much. And I love Instagram for writing beautiful captions and connecting with followers and sharing stories and reels. But what I felt or what I feel is missing from this business and my experience as the Candle Business Coach is being able to really connect in with people that are at different stages of their journey with their candle making business or hobby. So I've created this new Facebook group, the Candle Business Hub, and I would love it if you would consider joining. I'll leave the link in the show notes so that you can click through and join the group. We have a small little community that's steadily growing, which I'm so excited about, and it'll be a place where we can really connect not only with myself, but also with each other in terms of you could get to know other podcast listeners, you can get to know other Instagram followers, but on Facebook in a more tangible and more meaningful way. So as I said, the new group is called Candle Business Hub, and I will leave a link in the show notes so that if you want to join, you can certainly do so and come and say hi and let me know what episodes you've been listening to of the podcast and how your candle business is traveling, because I love to hear how people are going on their journeys. I find it really inspirational, and I think that this Facebook group will be a way that we can all connect and be inspired and motivated by each other's journeys. So that is it for today's episode. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of the week, and I will catch you in the next episode. Thanks everyone for listening today. I hope this episode added value to your candle making journey. Check out the show notes for all the links mentioned throughout today's show, and please subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. Thanks again for listening. Have a beautiful day.